Hello, 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 hello. I don't know. Doesn't say like that you can hear me, but you should, because there is little indication down in the middle to show to me if you can hear me or not, and I don't think you can, which is not good. Let me just see if the output could be into this. Can output be to that? Yeah, everything seems to be okay. So let me know if you can hear me, because I cannot see or I cannot tell. Let me just quickly log in onto my phone, see if I can hear myself. Whoever is here, let me know if you can hear me. But today we're talking very briefly about why you should buy quality clothes. And I think you're going to be surprised with some of the answers I've got for you. Let's just have a look. Okay. Okay. I think you can hear me because I can hear myself in the background. So, very briefly, this is live about how and why you should buy quality clothing. And you'll be like thinking, what the hell is he wearing today? And the answer to this is super simple. What I'm wearing today is this. This is hoodie. Big kind of old school rapper hoodie. With some little emblems here and there and everywhere. I had this hoodie and we calculated that with my wife, for 17 years. I had this hoodie for 17 years. Now, when I bought this hoodie back in sort of 1990, sort of 2000s, let's say 2000. Let's say I had it for 18 years. I had this hoodie for 18 years. Let me show you. This is the picture when I was probably 22, 23. This is that hoodie. So this hoodie I had for that long. Also, I had the same hoodie in that picture. That picture is around sort of 2003, something like that. So I had this hoodie for that long. Now, that's me, by the way. And the only reason why I was able to have it for so long was because I bought it and sort of cared for it in the first place. This hoodie right now, you see in these picture, it still has got, sort of little dinghies that you can sort of, adjust your hoodie. But it doesn't really matter that it hasn't got it anymore, because I absolutely love this hoodie. I think it's one of the best hoodies I ever had, and it's big and it's massive. And you know what? I'm thinking of framing this hoodie probably in the next 5 years, if I have the ability to do so, and I'll think about a good reason. I'm probably going to print those pictures off, post, and put that hoodie on the in a frame somewhere, so I can even appreciate more the fact of that buying quality makes sense. And it all comes down to this: think about buying clothes and buying expensive as kind of two very similar things. We should be thinking about two things. One, how much does it cost and where it's made? That's super important. Second thing is, why am I buying this? So two things: where it's made and how expensive it is, and why I'm buying this. And if you combine those two things, very often the answer to buying a certain item is, yes, I need this. It sort of went and passed that test of buying quality. And you should then think about buying quality. You should be thinking about maybe skipping. I was telling that to my customer the other day, that perhaps he should skip his next purchase. So instead of buying 2 or 3 suits that are kind of mediocre quality, maybe he should skip that and go to the next purchase and then maybe spend a little bit more. Because if he spends $400, $500 on his suit, and then 6 months down the line, he is actually spending it once again, etc. Then if he skips the first one, then he's got $800 to kind of better better suit. So think about that in general. Think about buying better hoodies. Think about buying better shoes. Think about buying better t-shirt by just kind of skipping one or two purchases. This is why I always say to my customer that I don't ask them to buy and to spend new money on my stuff. I'm not asking them to all of a sudden fork out, £500, £600, £700 on my suit because you need to buy from me and I'm making the best suits. No, I'm not asking them for that. What I'm asking them about is to use the same budget, use the same money that they would otherwise spend on something silly and some other clothes that won't fit them and they won't look as good on them, and then use that money to spend it on me. So don't use your new budget, your old budget. Use something that you already wanted to spend on your suit, on your tracksuits, on your hoodies, on whatever else. Fabian, my favorite, is saying, Michele in Tracky's review. True, but what do you think I train in? What do you think I run in? What do you think I do, when I'm not wearing this, right? It's obviously tracksuit because this is the easiest way to sort of go about it. This was a super simple, super short YouTube. I just want to tell you about this because very often people struggle with the fact that they should spend more on clothes. You should, but only if you're using the same budget, or you're skipping some budget so you generate more money and you actually can spend more money then. So that's one thing. Second thing is, when you actually decide to make that purchase, make sure you really want it. Make sure you need that custom suit. I had a conversation with a very young guy that said to me, "Oh, I'm graduating sort of this year. I really want a made-to-measure suit." I said to him, "Why? Why do you want to made-to-measure suits? There are so many other suits that happened before the made-to-measure suits. There is 300, 600, 700, £800 suits that happened before the £1,200 suits, the £1,400 suits. So don't be one of those guys. I think it's sort of step by step. I think you have to grow into buying more, sort of buying more expensive stuff, but buying less. So grow into that." Someone says, "Hi, good to see you live again. Thank you so much for being around. I bought a new pair of boots this week from the company called Dandy. Have you heard of them?" Yes, we've been actually chatting to. I've got an unread message from Dandy business development manager, and basically we're talking about connecting Men's Finest with Dandy on some sort of purchasing levels, in a sense that maybe some of my make-to-measure customers could use them instead of use someone else. And we've been sort of talking about how we can customize my shoes, or the shoes that customers will be buying with Men's Finest logos and things like that. So I still need to sort of sit down and think about this one, because it's a difficult one for me. Because if I'm buying shoes for customers, the most important thing to me is obviously, quality, but let's say Dandy is the same as, I don't know, I'm buying churches right now, lots of churches for my customers. And if I buy churches and it's local shop that I've got a relationship with, anything that is wrong with those churches, I can go back, return, they can exchange. Now, I'm not saying Dandy is not going to do this, but I already established a relationship with that shop here. So right now in that shop, I'm going to start buying on credit. So I'm going to have an account with that shop, and they're going to charge me maybe monthly for the shoes that I'm taking. Right. Dandy's not going to do that. Obviously not yet. So that relationship would have to be built. And I'm thinking, do I have enough in me to start building that relationship with Dandy? And I don't know. Nice one, rather strange. I mentioned it then. I chose a dark gray color rather than the usual brown shades or brown and black. You have to paste the link if you can, and that would be awesome to see what it looked like. But I think gray shoes on Dandy. Let's have a look. Does anyone know if I can share screen? No, I can share the live, but can I share screen here? If not, that's rubbish. Pop out chat. No, I don't think I can. On Dandy shoes. If anyone knows how to, if I can share the screen, but I don't think I can. Bollocks. Right, on Dandy, let's have a look. They've got good branding as well. So, you know, I like the fact that they're looking professional. I'm looking at boots, and you say grey. I wonder if I can, yeah, I can filter by, nah, I cannot filter by color. Bollocks, okay. Grey. How would grey shoes looks like? I'm just trying to think. Like a hill, like a suede? Is that what you bought? A suede grey shoes? I can see suede grey shoes. Oh, there is also calf leather shoes. Pedro. Maybe you bought them. No, actually, I've got quite a few grey shoes. Nice boots. I've got my boots from, oh, that nice, those double monks. Look at those beasts. You can see that, but I think if you click that, it's going to take you to them bad boys. They're looking nice. So you see, for instance, $149. I'm just trying to see if I can see sort of US dollars. Can I see UK pounds? So £160. Yeah, okay, £160. So for £160, I get my shirts for $225, but they haven't got boots. So who knows? Maybe I'll just choose on Dandy for, you know, a specific type of shoe that I need for the customer. So if the customer needs, you know, a nicer shoe, a boot, or something like that, then maybe they can. You know, I can help them with that. But also, I think if you go into design your own shoes, all of a sudden that's something that you, you know, you can kind of start looking into something really, really, really special. And I think with that business manager that I was talking to you about from On Dandy, I think we were looking at not letting me post a link. Okay, so. What do you think about monk strap shoes? This is a silly question because I absolutely love monk strap shoes. If you actually type double monk strap shoes on YouTube, you're going to see my video talking about them. I absolutely love double monk strap shoes. I think they are, well, proof is in the pudding, right? So this is what I had on the conference I just attended in Warsaw. Double monk strap shoes by a company called Bexley. You can see them. So we advertise for them as well. Made in France from all of the places. So what we did as well with these shoes, we actually, I think last week, we polished them live on our Facebook page. So if you're following us on Facebook, which is just The Men's Finest, on Facebook, you will see that live. But that's what we were doing as well. I absolutely love leather shoes. They just smell phenomenal. By the way, if you ever sort of go into right, let me just quickly clean them as well whilst I'm here with you. What we're using for cleaning, we're using this Parade Gloss. I had one open, didn't I? I used 2 or 3 of them recently on my customers. Right, what's the question? That is most the link. Yes, okay, but they were. What was the? You have to describe those shoes for us, I guess, if it's not letting you post the link. What they were looking like? They were boots and they were grey. But were they like double monk strap or what were they? Let me just show you what I'm doing as well. So I'm just using this, which is Parade Gloss. A very easy way to keep your shoe shiny. Shiny shoe. Right, questions. What do you think about double monks? Yes, I absolutely love them. I already answered that. Ask some questions. I'm happy to answer them while I'm polishing my shoes. So if you've got any questions, let me know. Yes, it's design your own. Then on Dandy 15 didn't design your own boot, and the color is granite. Yes, wow, okay. How much did they cost? And did you pay dollars or pounds, or shipping was free? I'm wondering. Because I think we were talking exactly with Undandy about the fact that we maybe use their platform to build our own custom shoes, and they were kind of open to it, which would be good as well. You know, if I could put like people's names in the shoes and you know, and that sort of thing. But of course, I would have to test that first on me and create some shoes on me and see how good that platform works before I, of course, recommend it to you know, for my clients to use. And most likely, I would have to also design the shoes for my client, because usually they haven't got time to do any of that. So yes, so let me know how that platform worked, because maybe I need to thinking about this. If Fabian, if you're still there, maybe you know, the team Men's Finest can meet next week and see what else we can do in terms of video. Maybe I can do a video about the design of the shoes on Dandy. Thinking about this, maybe we can make a video content out of that. Fabian, let me know what you think, because Fabian, which is Blizzard TV, which is, don't know why, because he's not a Blizzard, neither he's got a TV. That's okay. Just messing, Fabian, just messing. Right. So like a dress boot, if such a thing exists, a dress boot. Yeah, I'd accept that. That's a good explanation. I would understand if people said to me a dress boot, so I'd know what they're talking about. I can tweet you a picture of them once they arrive. I paid €195, 180 for the boot, €6 extra for the laces, and €9 for the delivery. That's a good price, right? €200. So what's that? 180 quid or something like that. Yeah, I think that's a good price for custom shoes. But what I'm really interested in, can you put like your initials on the boot? Can you, you know, what else can you do with that? What sort of customization level can you do? Were you happy with the fact, with everything that they gave you in terms of, you know, customization? Oh, I absolutely love kind of cleaning and waxing the shoe. Right. Right, let's close that. Right, any other questions? Yes, I've tried Tom Ford's. Okay, Jesus, if you tried Tom Ford's, you've got enough money, my friend. And I was really disappointed because the buckle was connected to the shoe with elastic, not with leather, on a $1,500 shoe. What makes a good monk strap shoe? A few things, something similar to what we discussed at the beginning of this live, which is, why should you buy good stuff? This particular hoodie, I happen to tell you, but if you were not at the beginning, you wouldn't know. This particular hoodie I had for 18 years. So I had it there. I was 20 odd years, and I'm 36. So it lasted reasonable time. That's why you should buy quality. And what does it mean to buy quality? Well, first of all, where is it made? Super important. These Bexley shoes that I'm cleaning right now, and I was polishing before, they were made in France. Super important, right? I like to know where things that I'm wearing are made, because I'm a sensible consumer. I want to know that my suit is made in the UK, that my socks are made in Poland, that my underwear is made in the States, and it's not being a snob, it's just being responsible customer and consumer, because if you know where your thing's coming from, you make smart choices. So maybe instead of buying a t-shirt from Primark for £10, you would actually buy a t-shirt from a little unknown company online that you found that makes that t-shirt, in the UK somewhere, right? So that's the kind of difference between sort of buying anywhere and buying cheap, and maybe saving up a bit to then buy, nicer things for a bit more. I know, Fabian, that you're spending money. You're a millennial. You have to spend money. Yes, you can put extra text on the sole. You can change the colors of 5 areas of the boot. I've ordered 3 pair of laces as the grey, such different color. Not sure which laces will match. I would usually go with laces that they don't scream. If you had a very boring shoe, then you can use laces then it's kind of slightly nicer and slightly more colorful. But if you're going for a colorful shoe, a different kind of shoe, a different color shoe, then I would go for very subtle laces, because you just don't want to scream at people, whilst wearing laces. So just don't do that. Balance is the key. Balance is the key. Good. Fabian says that he's eating pizza because I paid him. Bad boy. I'm stopped paying you. No, he's doing a great job. He is doing an amazing job. On Dandy is actually can provide double long strap boot as well. That's very nice. On Dandy has got some very nice customization details and levels. So if you're into those things, go and check them out. Good, ladies and gentlemen, I'm disappearing. Buy clothes, buy quality. This particular hoodie I bought 10 years ago, more, 15 years ago. It lasted me for that long. This is me. Look at the hair that I used to have, and this being cheesy. I remember I took this in Poznań, in Poland, and this is at my parents'. Jesus, I was so young, 23, 13, 14 years ago. Stay well. Buy quality. Ciao.